It's Dizzy. I'm out at the farm. As you might be able to tell, I started feeding my horses hay. And you can also see that they didn't eat it all. What they've left is not very leafy. It's kind of coarse. It's more like straw. So when I have hay that the horses don't eat, there are a few different things that I can do with it. A lot of it is going to depend on the hay. First thing to look at is the hay moldy? If the hay is moldy, that goes straight in the garden or compost pile. Moldy hay is not good for animals. Not only is it not good for them to eat, it's not really good for bedding because, let's face it, it's going to be kind of dusty and moldy and they can get sick from that. Next thing I'm going to look at is, have the horses pooped and peed on it? Again, if they've been pooping and peeing on it, I'm not going to use it for bedding or feeding it to something else. It's going to go straight in the compost or the garden. However, if it's good, like this hay is here, well, I have a couple of options with it. First option is to feed it to another animal that's not quite as picky. I'm going to admit my horses can be a bit picky when it comes to hay. And I don't know how much hay I have raked up over the years. And depending on whether or not I need it, that goes right over the fence here. For these guys over here, they're not quite as picky. And they'll eat it all. If I'm not feeding it to another animal, the other thing that I'll do with it is I'll use it for bedding. Not for the horses because I don't use bedding with my horses with a run-in. But when I had the goat Gidget, I used it for bedding for her. I've used it for the chickens. And I use it for Thumper Bunny. Now, if there's not a whole lot out here, I don't even worry about it. I just leave it and eventually it'll get mowed and disintegrates and goes right back into the ground. But what I got out here is enough to rake up. So I don't need any hay right now for bedding. I'm just going to be raking all of this up and dumping it over the fence for these guys. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. If you're looking for something to do with hay that your animals won't eat, I hope that gives you some ideas, and I'll talk at you later.